What's up, everybody? This is Colin from Holistic Heritage Homestead. I hope you're all well. Here are our two Hugelkultur beds that we're working on building. We have lots of logs down, different organic matter, okay, oyster shells, lobster shells, lots of great stuff in there. Now, something that's very, very important to keep in mind when you're building a Hugelkultur pile or Hugelkultur bed is do not forget the nitrogen component. So obviously these logs, lots of carbon, that's great. It becomes sponge-like and holds water and then releases that water over time. Excellent to get that down closer to the bottom. Now, what a lot of people don't think about at this stage, or at this level rather, is the nitrogen component. It's very important to add lots of nitrogen because, number one, these logs, as they decompose, they're going to rob nitrogen from the surrounding soil and surrounding matter as part of the decomposition process. Nature seeks balance, so I want to give it plenty of nitrogen for that to happen so that it doesn't suck most of the nitrogen out of the surrounding soil, and therefore there will be very little nitrogen left for the plants that we grow. So I have some amazing, yeah, it's disgusting, folks. Hey, this is homesteading. Amazing clean out from our chicken coop. And a lot of this stuff is from directly under their roosts. Folks, if you're not raising chickens, you should be. Fresh eggs, hey, maybe you want to harvest them for meat, but at the very least, you get lots of amazing organic matter for composting, for soil amendments, all that great stuff. And the manure is awesome. It is a hot manure. I do not recommend applying directly in most circumstances. That's a different video I'll get into another time maybe. But here, you'll see this horrible, disgusting looking stuff is actually amazing for gardening, folks. So I'm gonna spread this stuff throughout and you'll have your carbon and nitrogen already in place and it will decompose, and then as that process happens, the initial pulling of the nitrogen from the surrounding soil happens over the first year or so. Our plants will still be able to thrive in our first year of growing. That's right, you don't have to wait, folks. Hugelkultur beds, when done correctly, when you have enough nitrogen, you can grow successfully in your first year. One of the awesome things about Hugelkultur beds is that over time, they actually improve, all right? So there's a mechanical, I'm gonna call it mechanical decomposition process, and that's from just things from rain, for example, just carving things out. And also there's a frosting and thawing process that happens that helps things decompose. For example, water expands as it freezes. So water will enter these crevices, these cracks, and be pulled into the logs, and then as it freezes, it opens it up, cracks them, expands them, and then creates more surface area for them to decompose over time. Yeah, super cool. So think about layering like a lasagna. What we have done, and please check out our previous videos, is as we build Hugelkultur beds, we also do it like sheet gardening or lasagna gardening. We layer different materials throughout the process. And this way, you don't have a bunch of carbon on the bottom and a bunch of nitrogen or whatever else on top, folks. Mix it all in. Essentially, you want to create a large compost pile, okay, with the majority of the larger stuff like the logs towards the bottom, folks. I hope you found this helpful. Get out there, get going, get growing. It's February here and we're crushing it, making things happen, getting our container gardening space ready and these Hugelkultur beds ready to have our best year of growing yet. There's one of our Hugelkultur beds that is overgrown right now, but it's all good. Lots of fertility there that we have successfully grown in. There's some mallow, okay, perennial mallow growing there, or rather dead, but it will come back hopefully. We've got horseradish over there, all kinds of cool stuff. All right, get that nitrogen spread out. If you don't have livestock, hey, make a friend who has livestock and get that manure from them. It's excellent. Excellent form of nitrogen. And the nitrogen is also going to feed the microbiology, which is arguably the most important, they play the most important role in decomposition, in composting, because they make the nutrients bioavailable to your plant. So again, carbon nitrogen balance, and feed the microbiology so that the microbiology can feed your family. Take care, everybody.